What up, guys? It's Turtles 420 roast in this bitch. Um, so I've been gone for like a cool minute, and I'm trying to record with earbuds this time because there's so much fucking background noise right now. Because there's like construction going on right here where I'm working. So if I were to take the fucking earbuds out, like literally, you guys would not be able to hear shit. So we're gonna have to do it like this. Hopefully, I don't burn the earbuds. I'm gonna take a dab and shit. So, anyways, so for today, we're basically gonna be talking about my first acid flip. No, candy flip actually, because I mixed acid with MDMA, and this was like about a week ago. This is not even a week. This is this Sunday, about 5 days ago. So it's Friday today, and I'm gonna tell you guys how this fucking story came to be, how it felt, and how I'm probably not gonna do this again because I'm just kind of glad it all went pretty well, you know. So it starts off on Saturday. My homie gets some Xanny bars. We haven't had Xanax, 2 milligram school buses in a while. So we do that. We binge on that with some alcohol. We get fucked up, whatever. Next day, I still have half a school bus left, half a 2 milligram. So I have 1 milligram of alprazolam left, and I also found some chlordiaz peroxide. Don't even ask how I found that. I found 20 milligrams of chlordiaz peroxide. I was trying to get fucked up. I mixed the 1 milligram with the 20 milligram, and I drink it down with, I think it was a shot of Jose Cuervo, and then a cup of wine, not a glass, a cup of wine. So I don't know how many drinks were in there, but I drank a cup of wine, and then I smoked a couple. I didn't have much weed at the time, so I was just smoking off of this little dubsack baggie, probably less in there, probably less than like a nickel bag I was probably smoking on. But I was, I had the little one here going, so I got a couple hits in, and then I started feeling real nice. And I don't know what it is about Xanax, but like any benzo, it just gives me confidence that I normally would never have. You feel me? Like I would never have this confidence to do a candy flip. Definitely. Like, I mean, ever since my last experience with LSD, I felt kind of, you know, not well about tripping. Like, it was just a bad trip. It was a really bad trip. But, anyways, guys, so I got brave, and then I went for my MDMA stash, and I took out 50 milligrams, what I believe was 50 milligrams, because remember, guys, I was eyeballing this shit. I don't have the skill, you feel me? It's my homie who has the skill, and I'm not gonna go all the way to his fucking house just to measure out some MDMA, although I did, though. So I start off with what I think is 50 milligrams. I don't feel shit, probably because I'm so dulled out by the fucking Xanax. So then I take, another 50 milligrams, thinking I'm taking full 100 milligrams. Wait a while, start rolling pretty good, very mild, probably because of the Xanax again. So then I take another 100 milligram pill, and that's when shit really starts hitting the wall. Now that I, reconcile back to those memories, I don't really remember much because I might have blacked out a bunch of it, but I will get through the good part. So I start rolling balls. I'm just watching videos mostly, just really enjoying the high, basically. And along the way, I don't know why, but I felt like getting more high. Like, it was probably the alprazolam talking. Definitely, it was the alprazolam and the ego talking. I was just like, I want to get really fucked up today. I want to just get extremely fucked up. So I reach into my drawer and I take out a tab. Now, at first, I'm not super brave. I just eat half the tab, and let's see where we go from here. And then, like 30 minutes later, nothing's happening. I don't know why. I was just in a really fucking headspace that day. So I decided to take the rest of the fucking tab. So I'm on a whole tab now. So let's reconcile 200 milligrams of MDMA, 20 milligrams chlordiaz peroxide, 1 milligram alprazolam, and about 100 micrograms of pure cleanest acid this side of the West Coast. You feel me? So I was on that. And then my homie hits me up about a couple minutes later, tells me if I want to come with him to the 99-cent store. We have a 99-cent only store nearby. And he says if I want to go with him, walk with him over there to get some Skittles. I'm not going to do it for some Skittles, but I do need some fucking Gatorade because I've been sweating all fucking day. Now, I mean, I've been rolling balls. It's pretty funny too, because at one point I decided to go talk to my parents, and I was rolling balls, and then they were all like, "Why are you sweating so much?" And I had to make up some bullshit excuse. I don't know. I just really like to talk when I'm on Molly, so I was just, looking for people to talk to and shit. Unfortunately, my parents are narcs. Can't fuck with them too much. Anyway, so I go to my homie's house, walk over there. Once I get over there, he gives me a dab of some really good live resin. And I fucked up. But before we leave, I don't know why, but I told him if I could have more Molly. Because he has some. And he was like, alright, whatever. So he measures out 100 milligrams of MDMA for me. And I take that shit in one go. And the taste isn't even that bad after, because I've chewed Xanax tablets. And let me tell you, that's like the worst fucking taste in the fucking world. I would much rather eat Molly just whole than to eat fucking Xanax like that. But anyways. So, as we're going to the 99-cent store, I really started fucking, geek out. It's really starting to roll, and I'm feeling it. Like, the body sensation is getting really intense. So, we do that, and we get back to his house, and then he's like, alright, man, I gotta finish some fucking exam or whatever. He had to finish something for school. So, I was like, alright, I guess I'll take it home. Walked home, had super intense visuals on the way there. But it's nothing. It was mostly, I wasn't really feeling the acid, so I'll get to the acid part. That was mostly just the Molly. So you know how you see slight hallucinations on Molly? I was seeing that, where like things would move and stuff, like just for a split second. That's what I would see on like pure, like, if I was just on Molly. The Xanax was doing the effect, so it was like I was getting that serotonin, I don't know how to say it, but that serotonin kind of feeling where it's like that you're in a cloud, and it's like, that's all you hear, that white noise. I was in that space, but nothing was moving. Probably because the Xanax kept everything from moving. I don't know if that's the science behind that, but everything wasn't moving as much as it would on Molly. But then I got home, and I guess the effects of the acid really started to kick in. So I was like, I'm going to go outside for a cigarette. And at this point, it was 10 o'clock at night now. So I go out for a Camel Crush, I don't normally smoke, but whenever I'm on either rolls or Xanax, I go and buy cigarettes. Just for that moment. And then I put them aside for whenever that next time is. I don't know, it's just me. I don't really like cigarettes that much. I just like nicotine, you feel me? And I'm not gonna go and spend hundreds of dollars on a box mod just to get nicotine. Fuck that. But anyways, back to the story at hand. So I'm standing outside, just right out here, basically right in front of my house, smoking a cigarette, and the most trippiest thing ever happened. It was just like, it was like the ground started moving, but in a really like fluid motion. Like with acid, usually when you look at stuff, it isn't so fluid. It like, I can't explain it, but it was fast. Like it was like very quick. Like it looked like the ground was coming in towards me. Like, alright, if you guys ever seen Doctor Strange, the fucking movie, y'all notice that like when the ground comes together and like the world starts shifting around, you understand me? Like when it starts to come together like this, and then it gets smaller, but then it starts to get bigger at the end. I don't know, I can't explain like too much, but this is what I kept seeing. Like the ground was doing this, coming towards me. And it was different because unlike just Molly, the hallucinations weren't just quick. But unlike acid, it wasn't so like when I looked at it, it was, hella wobbly. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it looked precise. Like all the visuals that I was seeing seemed very primal, very direct. Like it felt like it wasn't just my eyes playing tricks on me. It felt like the world around me was actually fucking warping, which was trippy as shit. Remember, I was looking up at the sky and it was kind of like a magenta off color, and I just kept seeing faces, like smiling faces just coming out of the sky, or I would see weird shapes. I saw a horse at one point in like the outline of a cloud. It was just pristine. Like, that moment was so amazing. I wish also, like, there's little street lamps out where I live, so every time I looked to the left or the right, like the lighting would just change. Like it was trippy. Like it would go bright and then it would dim down, and then it would get bright and it would dim down, and it just felt like God was playing with the fucking lights or something. You feel me? But I don't know how to explain this, guys. But it was just it was just one of the best moments of my life. But I think one of the reasons I didn't end up freaking out or whatever is because I did have Xanax in my system, or the chlordiazepine peroxide, if you guys don't believe me, because chlordiazepine peroxide has a longer half-life in your body. So if anything, that's what, sedated me in a sense. It made me calm, because I feel like at 300 milligrams of MDMA and 100 micrograms of acid under normal circumstances, it probably would have been a little too much. Also the trippiest visual I had throughout the night was seeing the squid people. Alright, so you know how like Black Slender Man kind of figure, where like you see like a black figure with the little squiggles on them? I low-key fucking saw that on my couch in the dark, but I know it was just my eyes playing tricks on me, because I went up to it like a brave Xanax, that motherfucker. Also because I was on Bali and I just was curious. I went up to it and I tried to touch it and there was nothing. So it was just the dark playing tricks on me. But also, I was in my bed, I looked up to my right, and like on my wall, it's kind of like this, I don't know the material, like drywall. And I looked up at the drywall and it was kind of dirty, and it was like, I don't know why my drywall's dirty. I need to clean that shit. But there's specks of black on my drywall, and I guess somehow with the visuals they combined with I don't know. It looked so weird when I looked at it. But when I looked at it, it looked like the wall was bleeding jelly, like jellyfish jelly hands were coming out of the walls, and then they were coming down, like dangling towards me. And it was trippy because I would look at it, and it would be in the same position coming down, and I would look back thinking that when I look up, it's going to be like a Molly hallucination, and it's going to be right back up in the same area where it was. So then I looked back, but it was still in the same area, coming down even more and more. So it was like if this thing was happening as I was thinking about it, you feel me? It wasn't just because I was looking at it, it existed. It was because I thought about it and it existed, because I looked back and it was all the way down here. And then I looked at it again and it would go all the way back up. And I was just like, whoa. Acid. Candy flips. Oh, shit. But anyways, guys, I'm making this video a little too long already, and I want to go play some GTA San Andreas. So we're going to wrap it up, and I'm just going to say, don't ever fucking miss that many drugs in your system unless you are a very experienced person like myself. But even then, guys, I had a really bad fucking hangover, like one of the worst hangovers ever, mostly because of the Molly hangover and the alcohol hangover. But yeah, if you guys are gonna candy flip, definitely have a little bit of Xanax on hand, but do not take it beforehand because it might dull the effects. I would definitely wait a while and then take the Xanax afterwards to help you sleep. Also, another weird thing is that I actually slept very well. Most of the time, I feel cracked out after either both the MDMA experience or an acid experience, and I can't sleep for a couple hours afterwards, and then I always sleep, but I sleep very little, like only 5 hours. But this specific time, I went to sleep at a normal midnight, and I woke up at a fucking 8 o'clock. So I slept a full 8 hours, and I felt totally good, but it was just like a couple hours after I woke up, I started feeling bad. But also, I could have been because I had no weed. So, but anyways, guys, everybody, just fucking take care. Do hugs. Do drugs, not hugs. Give out texts for the females. Or if you're a male, too. Anyways, I gotta go, guys. I'm fucked up.